Welcome to Elkhound Family Puppies, and today we are going to be introducing Tonya's litter. And this litter is entirely spoken for. So I've had a lot of good interest in our litters, but this is our only litter at the time, and these are all spoken for. We have 3 females and we have 5 males in this litter. So we're going to be going through each one and introducing you to them. And a lot of them look very similar, so they are microchipped. So I'm going to be scanning them as we go, and that way I know for sure which puppy I'm talking about. So let's see, starting out 4-7. Okay, this is a male. This is Dallas. So this is a male, this is Dallas. And like I said, a lot of them look pretty similar. Some have a little bit like more white or maybe a little bit darker or different in size. They're all very similar in size. There was, I think, a biggest one that we made a note of and a smallest one that we made a note of. So I'll try to make sure I point that out. But this is Dallas. Cute little guy here. And he's got little white tiptoes on his feet. The front ones don't, but the hind ones do there. And he's got a little white tuft on his chest there. But he's right in the middle, not the biggest or the smallest. And this darker puppy fur will probably fade. It'll be more of that pepper, standard pepper look. They may be a little bit darker than the standard, but overall they should have more of that pepper look like it's on the top of his head there as they get a little bit older. So, okay, that was Dallas. Next up, this is a female. And this is 5'3". This is Dory. And they're doing a pretty good job sticking by me here. Yeah, you're a cute little one. I think that's the one we made a note of, the smallest. We'll have to check on that. But usually the smallest ones are the most spunky. And probably because they have to work the hardest to get their food. But sometimes the bigger ones tend to be a little bit more mellow and lazy at this point. But that doesn't mean they'll stay that way. Here in a couple weeks, that could totally flip. But right now, that's just kind of where they're at. This is Dory. And Dory's fur is just a little bit lighter, a little bit more, not quite as much the dark as much as Dallas there. So this is Dory, and she, let me see here, she does also have that white, proud white chest there. And then her back hind foot here has a little bit more prominent white marking on her foot there. But yeah, so this is Dory. And next up here, let's see, this is a male. And this is 5'5". This is Dash. Okay, so we made a note that Dash was smaller and spunky, but he was running around there a little bit. But I think this one here, we'll have to change our notes. Maybe this one here is probably about the most spunky at the moment. But yeah, this is Dash. For the moment, we'll talk about him. And he is that nice dark color. And he also has the white on the chest. And then on his toes there, he's got the white and his little tail there. And these tails will curl as they get older. They'll get more proud as they grow in confidence. It'll get bigger, and then eventually, as they get a little bit bigger, then they will start to curl. Especially as adults, maybe around 6 to 9 months, it'll definitely get that prominent curly tail that they're known for. But right now, they just kind of flop around, and they'll get a little bit longer, and then they'll start to curl. So this was Dash. And he's I think he's the smallest, probably the smallest of the males. All right, next up. Do you want to be next since we've been talking about you? Huh? Okay, this is a female. And 5'4", this is Della, D-E-L-L-A. So this is Della, and she at the moment of all of them, I would say, is the most confident. She was up running around a little bit, and her ears were up. Not that these are fearful right now, but they're just more mellow. But yeah, she's showing the most confidence of any of them right now, I would say. But she has the prominent white on her toes there, and not very big on her chest. She has a smaller white there on her chest, but on her toes, it's more of the white coming through. A little bit lighter, not quite as dark on the back. But again, that can change a little bit as they get older. But right now, she is a little bit lighter on the back. But just a really nice sweet pup. Okay, And next up, we got a bigger guy here. Yep, this is a male. Okay, this is 4'8". Okay, this is Dexter. And of all of them, I think Dexter, we made a note, he was the biggest. So you can maybe hear his little grunt. You're gonna stop doing it now, aren't you? He's got a cute little grunt that he does when we hold him. He kind of, but that's, yeah, he's just a happy guy. He's the biggest right now. White tip toes, and let's see here. He's got a smaller, not a very big white chest there, just a little bit smaller, but just a very cute guy. He'll probably be a little bit more laid back, more of a cuddle buddy, aren't you? Yeah, you're just a cuddle buddy, aren't you? Yeah, there you can hear him grunting. Very cool. So yeah, he's the biggest little chunky guy right now. So that was Dexter. All right, next up, let's see. They're moving around pretty good. I got my helper here with me. And let's see, 5'1" is Dan. All right, so this is little Dan. He's the next one up, and he's smaller, definitely smaller than Dexter here. We'll grab him and you can see kind of the difference in size. So definitely a little bit smaller, but very healthy and strong. You can see his ears are perked up. That's usually a really good sign of confidence. And yeah, zero, yeah, you don't lack any confidence, do you? Yeah, look at him, he's showing off. He's a cute little guy. Yep. So this is Dan, and he's, like I said, smaller, not quite as much white on the toes. And yeah, his chest there doesn't have too much white on it, but just a very sweet little guy. Lots of confidence. You can see in his ears and his little tail going. So, and just something in general that Elkhounds, they do take, in the years we've been doing this, they do take a little bit longer than some breeds to like kind of come out of their shell and show their true personalities. But they're doing really good at this point, very active. You can see them getting around confident. These are a lot of new things for them. I mean, they've been out in the grass before, but it is still very kind of new. Some of these toys we're starting to introduce with them, and so they're learning a lot. And they're about they're still 5 weeks old. They're not super old yet. So a lot of this stuff is new for them, or maybe the second or third time that they've ever seen it. So they are still in the nest with Tonya. She'll be nursing for at least another week and a half yet, until they'll be fully on dry food. Or at least it might be 2 full weeks yet till they'll be on dry food, but that process will begin soon. So this little guy is Drew, and he's doing really good. He's another smaller one, not quite as big as Dexter was. But yeah, he's got the nice tip toes and his chest there and on his back. So this is Drew. And I think, last but not least, this one here. This is 49. Should be a female, yep, Darcy. So this is Darcy, and she does have a little bit more of that prominent white chest coming through there, and her white tip toes. And yeah, this is Darcy. A little bit lighter, not quite as dark as some of the others, and she's right about that medium weight, and doing really excellent as well. So guys, this is a Tonya's litter. They were born about 5 weeks ago, so they're about 5 weeks old today. The information is available on our website. This video is more for the folks that have a reservation on our litter, Tonya's litter here, and so they'll be picking their puppy here in the next week. If you are interested in any future litters, we do have some coming. Probably won't be till next spring of 2025. I've had a lot of good interest, but it'll probably be spring of 2025. It might be Tonya's litter, it might be the next one. Again, before we have another litter. We have 3 young females that are up and coming. They haven't come into season yet. It'll be a few more months till that happens, but it'll probably be spring to summer of next year till we have some more litters. So yeah, thanks for watching. ElkhoundFamilyPuppies.com. If you have any interest, please feel free to reach out.